Psychology Assessment 15, question 13. What is a psychoactive drug? All right, so psychoactive drugs are drugs that affect a person's perception, behavior, and emotions. All right, so psychoactive drugs, you cannot consider your gummy Flintstone vitamins or your multicentrum vitamins as a psychoactive drug, okay? Their effects really don't alter your perception, they don't really alter your movement, they don't really interfere with any emotional state. You can consider alcohol and marijuana as a psychoactive drug. All right. So, psychoactive drugs. Why are these drugs influencing, or they have such an impact on your perception, behavior, and emotions? Well, psychoactive drugs impacts your nervous system, okay? The neural communication between your spinal cord, your cerebral cortex, and your five senses. Okay, and so remember that these neurons, they all communicating through electrical impulses, right? Well, what if one of those electrical impulses stop communicating, right? And let's say that this electrical impulse, its job was to send a distress signal uh, for pain on the right arm. Okay, well, you're not going to feel that pain anymore. Yeah, that pain is gone because you know what? Your this drug here, this psychoactive drug, has blocked neural communication from communicating to your cerebral cortex. All right. Now, behavior. All right. So let's say cigarettes. Right. So what they do is they keep the dopamine um, suspended within a certain section of your brain. All right. Usually, what happens is dopamine is released, and then it's comes right back in. Okay. Having somewhat of a nice feeling to it, right? And you have drugs out there that just keep the dopamine suspended in the zone of feeling great, all right, and they're not allowed to come back in, all right. So then that's another way psychoactive drugs affect a person's behavior and emotions, all right. Of course, when you're, let's say you're a drunk, all right, you might enjoy being drunk, okay, and that has an emotional feeling to it, okay. You feel some form of happiness. Technically, alcohol is a depressant, you know, and so one drink, can perk you up, can get you going, can get you moving. But if you go ahead and you have like 10 drinks, well, honestly speaking, after 10 drinks, your neurons, they're not firing as they were before, as when you were sober, right? So let's say these neurons are vocals, right? They give you the ability to talk. Well, since you have a whole bunch of alcohol in your system and the neurons aren't firing as as usual, you'll begin to splurge. All right, you begin. Psychology, 15. All right.